Hello everyone and welcome to today's new weekly recap. It's currently the 2nd of June 2024, and before I will run into last week's weekly recap, I want to emphasize why I'm recording these videos actually, because maybe some of you are wondering, even though there are barely people watching, like right now, like for me this is about the journey, I record these videos mostly for myself. I know I can put them on private, but I just feel like that even though there are barely people watching, I honestly I don't care, because otherwise I would have put these videos on private, and maybe I even prefer nobody's watching. Like honestly, I don't care. And yeah, but I record these videos just for myself to look back into like 10, 20, 25, 30 years, maybe 5 years from now, what I was thinking right now. So how did it go? How did I feel at that moment? Where was I at that specific moment? What were my thoughts? And that's actually why I'm recording these kinds of videos. So not necessarily to inspire others, or let's say in general for other people. I record these videos like primarily just for myself. But yeah, as mentioned, if I could inspire, maybe even though it's like one of you with these kinds of videos, then it was worth it to put them on public. So, and honestly, I don't care what the rest of the people think of these kind of videos. And yeah, before the last side note which I want to make is that honestly, like today, I didn't feel like recording this video. I don't know why, but I had it planned right now after wrapping up some other important tasks today, but I really didn't feel like recording this one. But those are also the moments where you have to record these videos. So with that being said, let's dive into the weekly recap, by starting as always recapping on the last week, then mentioning the lesson which I have learned last week, or the specific perspective which I got, and then of course we are going to dive in deeper into next and upcoming week. So let's start with the recap. Quite some big steps. A turnaround for the dropshipping stores, which have been doing really well over the past week, generating some nice profit, and we have been able to break the downward trend, or it wasn't necessarily a downward trend, but it was more like stagnation. And I think right now we are ready again to pick it up to some nice numbers. Make some nice profit out of that, even though I barely put any effort into it, but the systems are in place, the people are in the right place. So yeah, that's great for those specific store, and the same actually count for the brand My Moment. I also of course calculated my net worth. It was today because of yesterday I had some other things going around, but I was generally quite positive about it. We've been able to break a downward trend there as well, and I think we are ready, even though like maybe in the upcoming months, half a year, maybe even a year, there will be quite some stagnation because of the fact that I will putting quite some effort into a long-term opportunity. That's fine. I'm right now just looking for some money to make sure that I'm able to sustain my my lifestyle, and of course I would love to book some small progression. But besides that, I will just focus on the long-term opportunity, and I'm aware of the fact that that won't bring in like crazy amounts of money on the short term. So but even though I was really positive about the calculations there, then on Tuesday I had a call with Chris, really interesting, great friend of mine, which I met in Bali. It was about half a year ago. And he's really into the clothing industry, and I asked him some questions about my business model. What were his thoughts? What would his advice be? Maybe he had some ideas and stuff, and he really gave me some nice input, some great things to talk about, and I made some great decisions there as well. And yeah, for the personal side, it was the last week for the season, for football. I mean, with my team, I had the last game yesterday. We had like a barbecue to wrap up the season, which was great. On Thursday, I went out for dinner with a really great friend of my mother, which feels like an aunt for me, honestly. So yeah, which was really great as well. So overall, pretty decent week. Nothing that special, and that's what I expect for the upcoming weeks. No crazy trips, events or stuff. Besides next weekend's event of Michael Pilarczyk, which I will be going to, which I will come back to in a bit. Then what did I learn over last week? And I really got the insight that which I got through a TED talk, which I actually was watching to learn my Spanish actually, where he mentioned that what sets like people who have been able to achieve great things in life apart from the mediocre people, to say so, is that those people have the ability to believe in something which is not there. Like when, yeah, specifically to believe in something when nobody else is believing, that's going to happen. And that they're able to see things, yeah, as mentioned, which are not there. For example, you're learning a new language, and then you have to believe in the fact that you will be able to speak that, even though there are no reasons for you to believe that. That's what you need to be able to have. Like, for example, you set up a company, and you have to be able to see the end product where you're going to, even though like there are no reasons for you to be able to believe that. You have to believe that with 100% conviction, and then even though it won't be like an overnight success, like during the period of time, that was what set you apart, and I will dive deeper into that on Wednesday. Some interesting perspectives which I got into that specific insight over last week. And then the schedule for upcoming week, dropshipping, I just want to push through, expand with some new stores, so scale there a bit, stabilize my moment, bring in the nice results continuously there. That's it when it comes to those opportunities. And for the new project, I would love to be able to finish the audit of the stylists, then everything in concept, so almost finalized. I expect again to launch, I mentioned it in the first episode of Road to 8 Figures, which I uploaded on Friday, which is also with regards to this project, that I would love to be able to launch the ads the last week of June. So that would be lovely. So we won't have to make everything completely ready in upcoming week, but I would love to be able to set everything in concept, and make sure that everything is ready when it has to be ready. And yeah, the most important is the stylist, because those stylists will determine when we will be able to launch. And besides that, I want the packaging to be ordered, to send that to the creators, which will then create the advertisements. Besides that, I will focus a lot on learning. Again, we'll continue doing that, reading Spanish, meditating. To come back on what I mentioned last week about the fact that I recognized with myself that I was kind of lacking, which I noticed back last Saturday, and I made some changes in there, and that's honestly has been doing really well. I've been able to tick off my big 3 each and every day. Just bring in the habits, bring in the input, and I'm sure if I'm able to, which I will, to deliver these kinds of inputs for just the upcoming periods of time, the results will come. So I have honestly no doubt about that. And right now also the results are quite good, especially for dropshipping, which is really great, which brings in some nice cash, and which can help only with the long-term project. And about the learning for upcoming week, as mentioned like a couple minutes ago, I will have an event from Friday to Saturday, which is, I think, could be quite how to say it, impactful on my life, on my thoughts, on my perspectives. An event of Michael Pilarczyk. I'm not sure where it is, but it will be here somewhere in the Netherlands. I haven't actually checked it. It will be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. With quite some people, and they will be speaking. Probably will handing out some assignments. I will be connecting with some new people. So yeah, it will be out of my comfort zone for sure. But even though I'm kind of looking forward to it, it will be, yeah, I'm sure it will impact me and it will bring in some new perspectives. So even though I said that there weren't any crazy events coming for the last couple of weeks, I kind of forgot this one. Because I honestly think that this will be quite, I wouldn't say life-changing, but I think I'm pretty sure I would have quite an impact on me. But we will see, and I will of course dive quite deep into that on upcoming weekly recap. So that was it for this weekly recap. A quick 11-12 minutes, as always, on average, approximately. Yeah, thank you for watching. If you watch, maybe just drop a comment or something. I'm honestly, like, I see like 5 to 10 people watching sometimes 30, as mentioned. I don't care that much, but if you watch, maybe just drop a comment, maybe send me DM on Instagram, if I'm able to impact, to bring some new impact some of your lives, to bring some new perspective into some of your lives. I would love to connect with you, but besides that, I will see you again on Wednesday, when I will dive deeper into the lesson which I learned over the last weeks about being a visionary and how that is the first step of massive success. See you. Ciao, ciao.